My mouth is already watering. My cheeks are tensing up. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. End of the year, guys. Above the Multiverse podcast. We love you guys. It's for y'all.
Give me that energy. I need that energy. Give me that energy. I need that energy. Give me that energy. I need that energy. Give me that energy. I need that energy.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of Above the Multiverse podcast. The llast episode of 2024.
Yeah,
2024 is over, ladies and gentlemen. Today's actually tomorrow's the last day, but when you guys see this, it'll be
when you guys see this, it'll be the New Year.
It'll be New Year.
Hey, so Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, guys!
Happy
New Year,
baby! Let's
We're
get
here.
it.
We're here, guys.
Let's get it, dog.
And we had a great year.
We had a great year, man.
It's been good
my
for the
brother's
podcast.
birthday today.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to our
No. LeBron James. My big brother.
God.
My big brother. Shout out LeBron. It's his
I
birthday.
thought James Harden was your brother.
Shout out LeBron. It's LeBron's birthday, 40th year. You know what I'm saying? And he's dominating the league still. So shout out my big brother LeBron. You know what I mean? LeBron James Harden. You know what I mean?
James.
LeBron James. But yeah, shout out LeBron, man. It's his birthday, so I wanted to shout out him out. Yeah. No, what do you mean? Okay.
Yeah.
It's a big deal, bro. He's 40. He's still dominating the league. It's insane. So shout out LeBron, man.
I mean, yeah, sure, cool. Happy birthday, LeBron. Happy birthday. You've never done anything for me, but appreciate you.
You've done a lot for me, bro. We putting something on the grill for you, dog.
Whoa.
Some glizzies on the grill.
Whoa. That's where we need to. So I got a stream deck, guys. If you guys don't know what a stream deck is, it's like a little soundboard thing. But I haven't figured out how to play it while the podcast is recording, so we're gonna figure that out. But I do have one, and there's some sound effects on there. Maybe it will play if I press it, but clapping, no, nothing's happening.
Look at this stew, man.
Yeah, we're getting there.
We coming up, bro. Look at the mic stands.
We got mic stands, so we don't have to hold the mics no more.
Yeah, bro.
We just lay back and talk.
It's new out here, man. We look.
Hopefully the audio sounds better.
It's a new year, new us, above the multiverse. And next podcast, the next episode we got a sponsored ad.
Oh yeah.
So we coming up in the world, bro.
Guys, we're getting there.
We coming up in the world.
We're getting paid, bro.
We got a sponsored ad coming to y'all next episode, man. So be prepared for that.
Yeah. Don't skip it.
No, please don't skip it. Don't skip it. But man.
Yeah, man. It's looking good out here, guys. Oh, we got a lot to talk about because ultimately we just finished the week that we just had was What If week, bro.
Yeah.
And I told you guys last episode, we talked about the first 2 episodes, but I told you on this episode we were going to break down every episode. So I'm going to pull it up because I don't have it on here, but let me see.
What I do want to talk about before, I don't want to get no spoilers, but because I know you want to go episode by episode,
yeah.
But for the whole entirety thing, everybody, watch What If, bro. I don't care what the internet is saying. What If is amazing.
Yeah, and that's
amazing.
Let's talk about that because
I seen something today. I screenshot it, but shout out to our new cameras. We're using the thing that I screenshot it. Yeah. But anyways, it was a picture of you ever seen those pictures where it's like a horse.
And It gets bad. It starts off good and then.
Dude, they did that for season 1 and season 3. I'm like, are you kidding me, bro?
Yeah, I thought season 3 was fucking amazing.
Sick,
yeah,
bro. Are you
people are.
Me?
Yeah, people
so
are.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I am very. I was waiting to talk about this because I was like, dude, like,
I don't get it.
I genuinely enjoy season 3, and it got me hyped for what's to come next. Because if you did that with The Watcher, and you know what I'm saying, it's like, bro, like, what's like? What are you? Are you not entertained? Like, you're never satisfied, bro. Like,
get that one. Write that down.
The MCU fans, the Fox fake MCU, also the faux, not Fox, the faux fake MCU fans, bro. Y'all piss me off on the internet, bro. Because, dude, you say you want better, you say you want but when they do, you're like, it's not what it used to be. Like, bro, like. My God, dude, this season was so sick, bro. It was probably one episode that I wasn't the biggest fan of, but it didn't suck. The Shang-Chi episode, I thought that was like mediocre, but like everything was sick. Like, it was dope. I don't know, man. That's just my opinion, bro.
Yeah, I think people are super harsh on it. I actually watch shout out to one of my coworkers. He told me about this YouTube channel called Real Rejects, and they basically watch stuff and react to it live. And I don't know how they. I don't know how they get away with it, but they literally just watch the episode, and it comes out like right after the podcast, or right after the episode premiered. So they're like the first people to promote. Nah, I don't know. I think they just know how to do it. You gotta like push it on there all the way, and then it kind of twists. It's not like tight. You gotta, it's gonna move around a little bit, but you gotta. But yeah, the Real Rejects dudes, they watched it and they were like kind of into it, and there was parts of, especially the season finale, that I popped at like crazy, that I went wild for. And they kind of barely reacted, and then at the end they're like it was okay. It was like a okay season. It wasn't that good, and I was like, oh, I don't get it. Yeah. I don't get it. Like, how did you guys not think this is that good? But whatever. I want to break it down because I loved it. I thought it was fucking sick. We already kind of talked about the first 2 episodes, but we talked about, the first episode was what if the Hulk fought the Mech Avengers, which I thought that was an episode geared towards me. So we already talked about that. Yeah. That was amazing.
I mean, it was and it's, in my opinion, that first episode was a perfect what if. What if, and it was a perfect start. Like, it was like, all right, let me ease y'all into what's about to pop off. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it was cool. It was freaking robots and Avengers.
And again, before we continue, to everybody that's doing that whole like horse thing where it gets bad in season 3, bro, it's what if. Like, it's not saying like it's law. Like, this is what if. Like, man, I don't know. But keep going, bro.
So whatever that.
Don't get me pissed off.
We talked about the second episode, which was Agatha. What if Agatha went to Hollywood? Yeah. Which was a great episode. I thought that was one of the worst episodes of the season, and I still thought it was a good episode.
What? Nah, that was tight. That was tight.
I mean, it was cool. It was a cool episode, but I just was like, okay, cool. Like, it's dope. Whatever. So yeah, we got to see Eternals in that. We got to see a bunch of stuff. Third episode, which we haven't talked about yet. Yes. That was a good episode. What if the Red Guardian stopped the Winter Soldier?
That was dope.
That was a great episode. It was funny. Yeah. I was laughing a lot. I really like Red Guardian. Dude. Like, his character is dope. Bucky's dope.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a cool. It was just a cool, fun, like buddy cop kind of thing. I don't even. It was sick.
I mean, honestly, I feel like. Because we see a lot of Red Guardian in live action, but I feel like this one kind of like really showed us like
how strong he is and like how good he is,
and also his like character. I mean, the guy who plays Red Guardian in live action, he shows us, but like this really showed us like this is
Alexi.
This is a cool dude. Like he's a genuine a genuine guy. He's not like a super soldier.
The other the fake Captain America.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what is his name?
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, he's in they're both in Thunderbolts, so we'll see.
But yeah, man, I thought this was a great, and then also for Bucky too, like it shows like my boy Red Guardian softened Bucky's heart kind of, you know what I'm saying, which was dope. And I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a cool episode, and it was like right before Christmas, right? It was on the 24th, so it was the day before Christmas, Christmas Eve. I was vibing with it. I watched it. I remember because I open usually when I work, so I was watching in the break room. Like I watched it, and I was like, damn, this is a pretty good episode. I was laughing, I was having fun. So I was like, all right, cool. This is dope. So yeah, nothing really major happened in it, but it was cool. And then at the very end, it ends with Alexi. He's part of the original Avengers thing. He pushes Captain America out the way, which is funny. Obviously, if people are like mad because like, oh, I saw people commenting, oh, they always go back to the original Avengers thing. And it's like, it was iconic. Yeah, and it was that part is iconic. That is the thing. Like,
it's what if. Yeah. Like, it's like anything can happen in this show. Like, I don't get. I don't understand the hate. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
So that one was whatever. That was kind of dumb, but. Whatever. That was a good episode. I had fun with it. Then we go on Christmas Day, guys. Wake up. It's Christmas Day. I forgot honestly that there was a What If, and then I was like, oh yeah, let's watch What If when I was at my mom's house.
That happened a couple of times to me. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I know.
I got home. I ate some good food and just.
And then you're just like, oh shit, yeah, it's on right now. We can watch that. So yeah, the Christmas episode, which honestly might be the weirdest episode of all the episodes.
Nah, I actually really enjoyed it. At first, it was like, honestly, it was like, what's it called? Agatha one. The Agatha one, in the beginning, I was like, come on, bro. Yes. The duck, I don't care.
Howard the Duck.
I don't care. But
it ended up
when I saw freaking Loki, I was like, oh, this is sick. Like,
so this episode was really good. So this is What If Howard the Duck got hitched. So in season 2 of What If, there's an episode where Thor comes back and has a giant party on Earth, right?
Yeah.
And in one of the scenes, there's a scene, like a very quick scene in that episode where they show Darcy from Thor, right? Like Jane Foster's friend. They show Darcy and Howard the Duck talking, and he's just like, oh, you want to go get some nachos? And she's like, yeah, but this isn't a date, right? And then like that was just a little side joke that they did. They built a whole episode off that one little scene and basically followed Howard the Duck and Darcy, and they ended up getting married and having a baby somehow, which is weird because I don't know how the duck's always getting some kitty, but he's getting some kitty cat. You know what I mean? Cat Dennings to be specific.
What if?
Yeah. So, what if Howard the Duck had a human dick? I guess.
I mean, honestly, honestly, I don't. This is what I'm saying. This is the reason why I'm like, I don't care. It is cool.
It's what if.
Because it's what if. Like it's not like this is happening in the live action world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's, I mean, honestly, they probably are gonna bring Lil Shorty. The little baby.
The bird, Birdie, whatever her name is,
But it doesn't matter. Like they told us the story, like how it happened. That way they don't have to go into a backstory and how is this person made?
And this was the whole thing about this episode too was it's supposed to be funny. It was just like a funny like Christmassy kind of vibey thing. It wasn't very Christmassy, but it was still like vacation, like so. They have a baby. It's an egg, and apparently everyone's trying to steal the egg from them. You don't realize what it is.
No, they say the baby is very powerful.
Yeah, very powerful.
In the beginning, they don't say it, but like the guy from Thor Ragnarok is there. And he invites them to his planet. For like a luxury vacation.
What's his name? Jeff Goldblum.
I don't know.
Jeff Goldblum.
I don't know his
I forgot
name
his name in the MCU. What is it? It's actually the Grandmaster.
Oh, Grandmaster. Yes.
Yeah, the Grandmaster. He invites them on an intergalactic cruise, but he takes the egg and attempts to cook it for breakfast before Yondu steals it. Right. So Yondu,
which is crazy.
Yondu shows up, steals it.
Which is crazy because when you in the beginning of the show, it was like, dude, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like I don't care, and then it didn't pique my interest till Yondu like stole it. Now I'm like, okay, now I was curious about like what's so important about this egg? Like why everybody want this egg? And then
Nick Fury shows up, and then Phil Coulson shows up, and then there's like the Dark Elves after him. They go to bring it to the Yondu steals it, brings it to the Collector. The Collector ends up being the guy from Doctor Strange, the first villain in Doctor Strange, which is I forgot his name, Khaleesi or something like that. He's like getting it for Dormammu, and Dormammu's in it, and like it's crazy, dude. And they just keep bringing people. Now during that episode, I watched like the guys reacting to that one too, and they're like, oh, they're just like throwing everyone in there. I'm like, yes, that is what if is. Like, why are you mad about that? Like, don't be mad that they're throwing random people in. Yeah, okay, who cares? We got the Dark Elves. Like, just throw whatever. That's what this show is. All right, so I don't know. That was cool. They ended up going to Jotunheim, to Loki's ski resort, which was really funny, and like ice giant Loki.
I like that Loki, bro. That Loki's
huge. Dope. Yeah,
he's not like. I mean, we only saw him for a little bit, but he's not conniving or like he looks fun. He looks like he's doing his thing.
He's like it's like him and his dad. Like it's like him and his dad have like weird daddy issues and stuff. Like where he's like, I'm taking away your trust fund. There's like some really funny parts in that episode that I thought was really good. Even like the part where they're all chasing the Dark Elf people show up, and then Zeus shows up, and like everyone shows up, like Russell Crowe's Zeus. I don't even know if that was really Russell Crowe that plays him, but let me see. It was not. No, it was someone else playing. But I was like, damn, if they really brought Russell Crowe back for this, that's fucking crazy. But they had everyone pop up, and then as they're like chasing the egg and all this stuff, fucking the Dark Order from Thanos shows up, like freaking Ebony Maw.
Which is dope. Yeah, because they were coming for the vacation.
Yeah, they're like, we're just here. Yeah, we're just here on vacation, like trying to go on vacation. So that's why I'm saying it's like a funny, silly episode. And then they call Thanos.
Bro, like, I don't get like I don't know the dudes that you're talking about, but like just everybody else that's kind of bashing it's like, bro, it was lighthearted and fun. Yeah. In a time where we don't have any MCU stuff. Like, what do you want them to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, there's nothing in What If that happened that it's like, there's nothing that I want. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they could have thrown in the introduction of Doom, but like, when you think about it, it's like, all right, nah. Like, I definitely want to, like, know what they do after. Like, it didn't need to be in What If. Nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. Like, it was fine, bro. Like, I don't know. I
know. I had fun. I had fun with it. I had fun with it. And then, I mean, like, there's like that funny part. There's a funny part where the Black Order comes and like, we need to call this in. And they call Thanos and he shows them. He's like, the stones, where are the stones? You know? And they're like, well, it's an egg, but it's a magical egg. And he's like, what? So I thought that was like, stuff like that. It's funny, dude. And then, ends up that the egg like starts killing everyone pretty much as an egg, and then egg hatches, and it's like this weird bird human hybrid thing that they named Birdie, and come to it's a setup for later on in the season. So it seemed like a throwaway episode at the time, but it comes back together later on, right? So we know that why this is important. Cool. Ooh, the 5th episode. What if the emergence destroyed the Earth? This is the one with Riri Williams, which was fucking sick.
That was a sick episode.
This was a sick ass episode. This is where the celestial that's in the Earth, Tiamat, actually hatches and destroys the Earth, and somehow there's still like some survivors that are like on shards of the Earth, fragmented.
Which is now anybody who is hating on this one, you're crazy, because this is a perfect what if.
This is a perfect what if. This is so sick.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
what if the freaking thing happened? Like the Eternals weren't able to stop it, and it blew up, and then everyone's pretty much dead. You see the power broker kind of in charge of things. Riri's surviving, barely trying to just like get past all these people. Quentin Beck, who is Mysterio,
from Spider-Man.
Mysterio from Spider-Man, Jake Gyllenhaal, which I don't think it was actually Jake Gyllenhaal.
Which
but
in the beginning, when they showed who it was, he looked like what's his name, Nicolas Cage.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you could pull it up, bro, but like he turned, like they say, Quentin Beck.
I know what scene you're looking at.
And I'm like, yo, is that Nicolas Cage? But I
thought it was like Ghost Rider.
I don't know if he I don't know if he voiced the. I don't think he voiced
it's not.
it.
It's some.
But it looked like Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a weird one. But I do like Mysterio a lot, and it's cool that he basically he ended up taking over Stark Industries, has all of the Stark like Ultron robots and all this stuff, right? And has White Vision under his power, which is fucking crazy, because we've been waiting for White Vision to come back, and seeing him just like this, like maniacal and like calculating, and like nothing phases him, just a straight up robot that's here to kill and doesn't think about anything, and just like moves out of the way, dodges shit, and just like uses his phasing to just let a spear go through his face and then pulls it back, and then he's insane. There's a part where like two soldiers run up on him and start shooting him, and he just turns around and zoom, like blows them up. It's crazy, dude. It was super sick. And obviously Riri Williams, her whole thing is sick, like the way that she's surviving and she's making a new weapon, and then the twist at the end that really he was controlling the whole thing, which it was cool, because when I watched the episode, then I watched the guys were watching it and reacting to it, and there's a part where they're like, oh, how did when they're going back to the planet to find where Quentin Beck's like base is, Mysterio's base, there's a part where they're like where she's flying and they're on the ship following her, and then she lands, and then the girl's right behind her, and she's like, we need to get to the thing, and she's like, I'll help you get there, and the guy's like, how'd she get from the ship to the planet so fast? Like, is she an illusion or something? And I was like, damn, they called it right when so they ended up catching that. But that was cool. Like they which was a cool twist. And the part where Riri kills White Vision and is like, oh, I can use his parts to create.
Yeah, that was dope.
Like a fusion.
Her costume was sick.
Her costume was sick, and her powers were sick, and she was able to see what was illusions and what wasn't, and like that was really fucking dope, dude. So I thought that was sick, and the whole ending, and this is where What If started getting like actually important. This episode, because this is where the Watcher intervenes.
He says, "Get up."
Yeah.
And
he's not supposed to intervene. He's just supposed to watch.
Which is crazy, because like he didn't do much.
Yeah.
Like all he said was.
But that's all she needed. Right? That's like she just needed, like she was about to give up, and was about giving up hope, and then all she needed to hear was like, just keep fighting.
Yeah.
And then he's like, she fucking kept fighting, gets up, kills him, and it's sick. Which they should have. They should have definitely brought her into the final episode, like the final episode. She should have been in that. That Riri Williams should have been in there. Yeah. But yeah, so he ends up doing that, and that's like where things start popping off for the season, right? Because it's like we've seen a bunch of random stuff that was cool, but now the storyline of the Watcher's interfering yet again, and he's not supposed to interfere. So that was sick. Then we get to the next episode 6. What if 1872? Which is the Shang-Chi episode. Which
is the one that I didn't care for. Like, it wasn't the best episode.
So, I liked a couple things about it. One, they showed the Hood, which is going to be a villain in the Ironheart series. The guy from Hamilton that we like plays him.
Anthony?
Anthony something. But he's Anthony Ramos? Is that his name? I don't know, maybe. But he's the guy from Hamilton. He's the guy from Transformers. The newer Transformers.
Dope actor, for sure.
Yeah, dope actor. He's going to be playing the Hood in...
so he's going to be playing that
Red Hood character that's in... Yeah, he's playing the Hood.
But that's Riri Williams villain?
It's a villain from Marvel, but I don't know whose villain it is. But it's not Riri Williams' villain, but he's the villain in that show or that movie at least. But yeah, so it's like Shang-Chi, his sister. They're like in old Western times. I thought it was cool. Like I thought it was a cool like way to do it. Obviously, it wasn't the most crazy episode, but I liked that it had Walter Goggins in it. Like that guy came back as Sonny, which is the guy from Righteous Gemstones, the uncle.
Oh, is it?
That's
shoot.
Walter Goggins. Remember, he's from Ant-Man and the Wasp. There's a scene where he's in Ant-Man and the Wasp, where Wasp goes to meet with him, and then Ghost comes in and like fucks shit up. They're in a diner and she's meeting him to like buy something from him in the second Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, second Ant-Man. But Walter Goggins, I like that character. I like him as an actor, so that was cool. Obviously, Simu Liu is sick. Haley Steinfeld is in this one.
I didn't like her in it.
Yeah, you can't really tell it was her.
It's but
Wyatt
it's like,
Russell is John Walker too.
See, that's my only. That's what I was saying earlier. This episode is my only beef. It's like that's. I mean, I know it's What If. What If, but this What If was like kind of like I don't care. Like, Simu Liu meets up with Haley Steinfeld, or Shang-Chi meets up with Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care.
I mean, because they're
like if Shang-Chi was by himself or linked up with somebody bigger than the Hawkeye, like that'd have been better. But
I think it's cool because
I love, like, don't get me wrong, Haley Steinfeld is fine.
Yeah.
Like, but like I don't care for Hawkeye.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like.
I think it's just to show that she's like a sharpshooter, and she's like, that's how good she is at shooting. I guess they want a sharpshooter for like the Western episode.
She isn't important to me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
she will be.
Dope.
Shang-Chi is one of my favorite characters.
But I mean, I'm just like that duo didn't get me. I didn't love it.
I thought it was cool though that they were kind of basing it off of how like there's a lot of Chinese immigrants at that time, and they were building the railroads, and that's kind of like where all the Chinese immigrants went missing because the hood was taking them. So it was cool. I thought it was like a cool concept, but yeah, it wasn't like anything crazy that happened that I was like, oh wow, this is super important, right? It was whatever.
Until the end.
Until the very end, which then you see that the order of the Watchers, or like the Emergence, is what I think they call themselves, right?
The Watcher intervenes with the kid.
Oh yeah, what is he? The kid is about to fall off or die or something.
No, he pushes the guy into the other guy, and they fall off.
Yeah. So he saves a little kid, yeah. So the Watcher once again intervenes, which he's just going around intervening at this point, like left and right.
Which is dope.
But it's cool.
I think that's cool.
Yeah, I think that's a cool concept, and that's what every episode should have been. I think maybe that if people have complaints about this season, I get it, but maybe every episode should have been about how much the Watcher is intervening, right? Like we saw him intervene like maybe 2 or 3 times, but it should have been every episode should have been something where he like intervened.
I feel like maybe they were.
Is that it's not holding?
Maybe they were just trying to ease us into that.
Yeah.
Which I get, but nah, it should have definitely hit us with like he could have intervened because at the end, whatever. But like Birdie, like that was gonna be an important thing. Like he could have been in that episode.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So like that, or even the first 2, not really. Like Hulk, like that was like super irrelevant to what he was doing. And then what was the second one again?
Second one was the Agatha one.
He
could have intervened. Yeah, could have intervened in that because that's like Celestials and there's like big stuff going on in that one.
Definitely intervened in that one.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, I think they probably were just trying to ease us into it.
So whatever. Then you see that the Watchers people are like, the Watcher is punished by the other Watchers for his interference, causing shards.
What is their reaction when you're watching that part?
They're like, oh, finally we're getting into like some good stuff.
Okay, because that was dope. That was dope to me because you were like, you even told me because I seen the episode already, the 6th one where he intervenes and then they come through. Yeah, and that was the 6th episode, and that's when we went to the studio and you were like, you haven't watched it yet? I was like, oh no. He's like, oh, don't skip it. Don't skip the first
intro,
part.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, okay. Like
that was talking about the intro for episode 7.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So episode 6 happened.
Yeah, and so it ends where like they capture, they take the Watcher and they break some shards, and then like I said, don't skip the intro.
So that's when it got bro. Like I'm saying.
Yeah. So now episode really 7, we get into episode 7, which is like 3 days after Christmas. This is what if the Watcher disappeared. So now we're getting into some real shit. We bring all the people back from our favorites from what if, right? I mean, who is I wouldn't say maybe are not our favorites, but like people that are in there.
No, favorites. I really like.
Yeah, Peggy. I think Peggy. Yeah, Kay Hardy.
Kay Hardy. I like her.
She's dope as fuck.
Yeah,
She's so dope. Peggy Carter.
Peggy's dope.
Peggy's dope. Then we see a grown-up Birdie, and then freaking Storm as like Thor, basically.
No, it's dope. Yeah.
Yeah, it was sick. So we get them, and they kind of figure out something's going on, like the Watcher's not there, and the episode opens up. The intro changes, and it's not the Watcher talking this time. It's the guy from the Emergence, who is the like head of the Watchers, basically. So that part's sick, and they change the intro, and
which
kind of things start getting a little bit okay.
Now
we're in it.
This is where we probably need to go to your boy Rob, because I'm curious.
Mm-hmm.
So the Celestials are little bros to the Watchers. Now the Watchers just the biggest. Like I need a.
There's levels to this shit.
Because you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to get too spiritual up in here, but y'all know I've been reading the Bible lately, and I'll be having questions. So like now I need to know every question. Like, so for this particular thing, like who's their boss now? You know what I mean? Like what? You know what I'm saying? Like.
There's stuff. There's the Beyonders, which are
there's
like,
more.
Yeah.
See.
So there's like it's levels, right? It's like street level, world level, like global. Then there's like there's like universal. There's cosmic. Then there's like multiversal, right? Because now you're being able to go to different multiverses and like affect different multiverses. And then I think there's the Beyonders, which are beyond them. And then there's like the god, like the living tribunal, who's like basically like the god of like the multiverse and everything that exists. It's like there's a lot, dude. It's crazy. So there's levels.
It's bigger than the Watcher.
Bigger, yeah. There's bigger stuff than the Watchers. Yeah. See, the Watchers have always been in the comics as just there, like in the background, just watching.
Which is really weird when you think about it. After episode 8, it's like. Really though, why? Why are we just watching? Like I don't get it. I don't get why we just watching.
They're just I think they're just there to like keep history and like knowledge of everything that's happening.
I rock with Uatu. His name is
Uatu. Yeah.
I rock with Uatu because I'm like, what are we doing? Just watching.
Yeah,
bro?
I know it's sick though. But so this episode, they all blah blah blah. Oh, they're going around like stopping like incursions, I guess, and then let's see. Oh, it opens up with that squid eater thing trying to like destroy the world, and Peggy and all them stop that squid monster, which was a sick ass opening like action scene. Yeah. It was sick. And
Peggy is really what if Steve Rogers? Yeah, because like she has fight. Like, you know what I mean? Like
that's why she's Captain. That's why she's Captain Carter, bro.
Just this episode where. Like they were feeling defeated or whatever. Not even feeling defeated, but she beat the octopus thing, went to his eye. Like
that's
that was something
sick.
Steve Rogers would do for sure.
That was
like, you know
super
what I mean?
sick.
Like I think that's really cool.
She like the way she went in with her shield and just like went through his eye was that was.
I think that's a
crazy way to kill a monster.
Come on, man! Y'all don't see the vision.
Which they kind of did. They did that in Suicide Squad with Harley Quinn when they're fighting Starro and she gets launched into his eye.
I ain't gonna lie.
That was the James Gunn one.
Not really.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Remember that.
But. Yeah, so as they beat that giant squid monster, they notice that 3 shards from like the multiverse like observatory class thing where like last season you saw Ultron break through it and fight him in there. Like 3 of those shards fall and they're like, "Oh, the Watcher must be in trouble." Like we can't contact him or there's no way he hasn't talked to us, whatever. Yeah. So then they try to figure out how to like get there and they used 2 of the shards. The part where like where Storm like it's like God, all fathers, all mothers, use my powers to break and like she tries to like open it whatever with the shard and then it just like breaks the shard and they're like, well, you did hit it with a giant hammer. So like I thought that was funny because I was like, that's true. Like I don't know what you're thinking was gonna happen. Like, you're gonna open up a portal by hitting it with the hammer like that doesn't make sense. But hey, all to you, Storm. You know, whatever you want to do. But yeah, so they end up only having 1 left, and the last thing that they agree with doing is going to Ultron. Yeah. The Ultimate Ultron, which from the last season 1 or season 2, I don't remember which season, but they're like the Ultron gets all the Infinity Stones, becomes like the craziest thing, and he wins. He destroys the universe. And he just sits there in silence,
which is so sick. When they pull up on him and he's just like, or Peggy pulls up on him and he's literally just there in dust.
Yeah, he's just like sitting in the universe, just like he's like, I've been here for eons, and like there's nothing supposed to exist. All right, like, but it's crazy because that shows you like in that first time that happened, the first time we saw that episode where Ultron finally wins and he's just sitting there, he sees the Watcher. Remember, like the Watcher's like talking and he's like commentating on what's happening, and then he's like, "Oh, hello!" Like he hears the Watcher talking, so it almost like breaks the fourth wall, fifth wall, sixth wall, whatever. And that's when like he goes and he fights the Watcher, and that's all that stuff. But this is a universe where he didn't hear the Watcher. He just sat there for eons, just sitting there. So like it got to the point where he would have kept going and fighting the Watcher and doing all the stuff that we saw, but he ended up just sitting there forever, right? You know, which is crazy. And so Peggy goes there. They end up talking to him, and actually has like let me see. I forgot what happens. They Cordy.
They go back to.
She goes and meets with Carter. Meets with Ultron alone.
Yeah, and then
they get captured. She gets captured by the Emergence. And then noticing Carter went missing, Coyote, Birdie, and Storm confront Ultron, who reveals that he has realized there's no peace without life, and concludes that he made a mistake in extinguishing all life in his universe. Though it is too late for his redemption, he is willing to atone for his actions and absorb the shard before agreeing to take them to Carter and the Watcher.
Looks sick as yeah. I rock with that version of Ultron.
Yeah, it's so dope. Dude. I mean, he's like one of the most powerful beings in existence, and he just. Yeah, there's a part where they're fighting him, and he's like, "You realize I can kill you all with the snap of my finger," and they're like, oh, "Okay, maybe we should just stop fighting and just like hang out."
No, I mean, when they pulled up to him, and he was like, "Wait, stop!" Like,
he's just getting
like he was trying to like stop them and let them know that like what was going, which is crazy because at that time you get there like even from the audience perspective, we don't know that she's captured.
Yeah,
like we're like.
What happened? Like you just like we don't know.
So they were on go. They were on go as soon as they got there. Like, which I think is really cool. Like, shout out to Corty. What was her name?
Kahorty.
Storm and Birdie. They just was on go as soon as they got there. Like, you seen the Heat game?
No.
Tyler Hero got pushed down by.
Oh, I did see that.
Somebody,
yeah.
But Terry Rozier was right there on go. Like, he was like I don't know if he was like punching him, but like he was right there on Iman Thompson, like nigga, like because Tyler Hero got pushed down, like so. Peggy's homegirls was on go. Like as soon as they got there, they saw the shield broken. They were like, hell no! Yeah. They went crazy. I was like, oh, that's dope.
It is sick too, and they're so powerful. Like for whatever, like it's crazy how powerful all three of them are. Like it's insane. So then it ends with I forgot how that episode ended.
No, I think we're in episode 8. That was
episode 7. That's the end of episode 7 because they find out that Peggy's gone missing and stuff, and then we get to episode 8, which is where
okay.
This is where we get into like the good stuff, the season finale of of What If.
I think it just ends on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, I forgot what the cliffhanger was, but
I think they were gonna go.
I think
I think Vision was gonna take them. I'm not Vision. Ultron was gonna take them, and then I think it ended.
So then the last episode is What If? Yeah, right. So it starts off sick already because I like this part. It starts off with Uatu, the Watcher, the one that we've been following, the guy that we know. Him talking to like the leader of the Watchers and basically telling him like. Asking the whole point too, like, what's the point of observing? Like, what are we doing just watching? Like, I don't know what is this?
He never answers him.
He told him he has to figure it out on his own, which I think kind of gets answered through the episode, like later on. But he ends up like, taking the oath and then giving him, and he's like, you'll never disappoint. I love the part where like, it's the flashback and he's like, I promise I'll never disappoint you. And then it cuts immediately to, you disappointed me. like it's, and I thought that was funny. Like that was a good little like laugh that they got me on. And I was like, okay, that was good. But yeah, so then it shows that's what it was. It was the watch. They were already like the Emergence guys were already like had the Watcher and Peggy, I think.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. And yeah, it shows they had the Watcher already kidnapped, and then they also bring in Peggy, and then he's like, "How'd you get in here?" Like she's like, "I came to save you." Blah blah blah. Right. And let's see. In the present, there's also some funny parts where in the present, the Watcher is placed on trial for his repeated interference, such as giving Doctor Strange Supreme the information he needed to create his destroyed universe, saving Riri Williams and the little kid from Shang-Chi thing, as well as involving Captain Carter in his affairs. But there's a part where he's like, what about you help Doctor Strange? And he's like, that was one time. And he's like, what about Riri Wilson? And he's like, or I think he's like, that was one time. And then what about Madison with 2 Y's and 1 N? And he's like, Oh, okay. You know, that part was funny too. Like it's just like that. It shows how much he's just been going around fucking with things. Like he even helped like Madison with, and I think that's a callback to I think Doctor or was it She-Hulk? Was it? I think She-Hulk was.
I don't know.
The one. Remember Wong?
I don't remember that one.
Wong was it that girl Madison? Remember he meets that girl Madison, 2 Y's 1 N. That's what they're calling back on.
Oh shoot!
Remember, like I forgot what show that was. I think it was She-Hulk or something. Whatever Wong was in. I think it was She-Hulk.
Yeah.
And Wong, remember, like Wong meets that girl Madison, and they become friends, and they watch The Sopranos together at the end. Like that's the like little like laugh of the episode. So that's what he's talking about. I think he helped her. Like she got stranded somewhere, and he helped her get back to Wong or whatever. Like that's what they're kind of referencing. Okay. So like that's funny. Like even like
I
little,
didn't even know that.
even like a little
that's
thing
good.
like that he's helped out with, which is so insignificant.
Which if you that's in live action.
Yeah. They're mixing live action with like there things that happen in live action is like affecting it. Yeah, so
which that's dope. I
yeah,
remember it.
yeah. So that was cool. So I thought that was
needs to be in live action.
It's coming. Trust me, it's coming. Jeffrey Wright's like killing it right now too. So yeah. Well, he's gonna come back. But wait, is that's the name right? I'm trying to see Jeffrey Wright.
Yeah, Jeffrey Wright.
Yeah. So yeah. So we get there. And then Ultron comes, and the Watcher's like, "Oh shit, Ultron's here," thinking that he's gonna have to fight this guy, have to fight this guy again. But Ultron's on their side, breaks them out, helps them out, basically sacrifices himself to buy them time so they can escape in the multiverse. But then Ultron isn't strong enough to beat all 3 of those Watcher guys, which just shows how strong they are. Because the Uatu had a hard time fighting Ultron, and them 3 together really just fucked him up instantly and killed him easily. And then they're like, oh shit, we're out of time. And then they show up. Now this is where we get into maybe the best action sequence of all time in Marvel besides Age of Ultron when the Hulk goes crazy.
I haven't seen Dragon Ball Z.
It was so Dragon Ball Z. It was very much. But I know.
Let me finish. I haven't seen Dragon Ball Z since I was a kid.
Yeah.
But watching that whole thing
sequence, yes.
And
it's like 8 minutes of like just straight action.
I'm
it's
like,
crazy.
Dang, this is super.
Normally,
Japanese.
Crazy
Dragon
style,
Ball Z-esque, and I was invested.
I've watched that scene 3 times already.
Yeah, no, it's dope.
I loved it. I loved it. Like even if you hated the whole season of What If you didn't like any of the episodes, just that action scene alone was worth it for me. Like that was insane, dude. It was fucking sick.
It was a vibe for sure.
So this is where I want to kind of break down that scene a little, because they end up like, okay, we have to fight these 3 fucking Watcher dudes, right? And
which is crazy. They
go like Super Saiyan, and they fucking basically like form weapons like a freaking bat with the spikes on it, and like he gets those 2 like fists, like the 2 like powerful fists. That shit was sick. And then the other guy gets a sword.
And if you want to get like deep into like the world of What If, it's like they had such a belief to beat them niggas. Like these are the Watchers of the world, nigga. Yeah. Like, what is, like, in real life, what's Peggy gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Peggy's pretty strong, we'll get into it.
But, like, it's like, in the world of that, before what happened, Peggy, all them niggas was like, we gonna do it. It's like, no! That's like fighting God. Nigga, you can't fight God. Yeah. Nigga.
And you know what what I like about it is, like how you brought up Dragon Ball Z, it is very, like, they're fighting, and then the Watcher people, like the emergence, like they power up, right? They get their weapons and stuff, and then you're like, oh shit, okay, like now they're too strong, and then they use like the gravity force thing, and they're like pushing them against the rocks, and they're like sinking in, and the Uatu's like, the only thing that we can do is like, you guys have to take the oath, and they're like, take the oath, like what, we're gonna become Watchers? And he's like, yes, like just take the oath, say it, blah blah. Like they say it as they're about to die, and they're like literally about to die, and then
no, wait. I like when Uatu says, he's like, forget it. Just say you accept.
That part. He's like, repeat after me. Like they're saying it, and he's like, all right, just accept it, dude.
Yeah, and I thought that was sick. I thought that was funny.
Explosion, and then just the coolest, just like all 5 of them walk out with their eyes glowing blue, and now they have the powers of the Watchers, but they also have like their own powers still. So it's sick, because now we're seeing like Birdie just like souped up with their gold ass wings.
For you dumb idiots, what if what
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
what if they became Watchers?
Yes.
It's all what if. It's not
is
like
so sick, yeah.
It's dope. That's
I
sick.
thought that was sick.
My
And-
bad. I was just
No,
I
no,
just
no,
had
it's
to
good,
give it to these idiots that are like,
Yeah,
no, that is the whole point of it. Like, what if it happened?
Yeah.
They did it. They made it happen, and it's sick.
It was
I don't know.
it was
I
amazing.
think that's cool.
And they're just super powered up.
Yeah.
Storm looks fucking crazy. The Watcher, he's already like Watsu's like he has his like power suit again. Peggy, like her suit looks so sick with the gold and the blue shield. Like her shield looks so fucking dope. And then K-Hordy, like she's just so goated for me. Like she's her super speed stuff and the way that she does the portals and like she's just oh my gosh, she's so fucking sick. So they start fighting. Now, a couple things that happened during that fight scene that were just fucking amazing. One, the part where they're fighting and Peggy like jumps up and hits him with like a flying knee, and he's like, oh, and you see his mouth, like his spit come out, and then he's like, ah, like he's about to fight her, and then she runs and grabs him by his jaw and fucking flips him over and just starts slamming him into the ground, like how the Hulk did Loki. I was like, that was sick, dude. She just grabbed him by his jaw and slammed his fucking head into the ground. That was sick. Then the other, I think my favorite part of the whole entire thing is when K-Hordy is fighting the Watcher dude, and she's fighting him, and then he starts like he disappears, and then she's like, "What the hell?" And she turns around, and he's a giant fucking like celestial size, and he's like, "Ah!" And then she disappears, and then he's like, "Huh?" And then boom, she's giant and punches him in the face, dude. I literally was like, "Oh shit!" Like I was yelling, I was like, "This is fucking crazy, dude! It's so sick." Oh, it was so good. And then just when I thought, okay, like this is like the most powerful they're gonna get.
Yeah, at that point I was like, all right, dang, nobody's gonna win. Like they're gonna have to come to an agreement and work together. You know what I mean?
They do. So like because they come the Watchers, they get super powerful. The fight goes on for like a few minutes, right? And then they get the Watchers down, like all three of them. They're like submit, right? Submit. And he's like, never submit, never submit, never. I'm like, dude, fucking submit. Then right when they're like, and then the fucking Uatu, man, he just has to be a nice guy. He's like, no, stop. Let's just let them. We'll talk it out. You know, we're winning. We got this. It's over. Don't worry about it. And they're like, now we're gonna show you what true power looks like. You don't even know. I haven't taught you everything. They go up into the air and fucking the way that they do this, where they just spin so fast that they become one being and they become the emergence. Like, and how everything becomes like black and white. I thought that effect was so cool because it reminded me of Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. It's like they get Super Saiyan, they get double Super Saiyan, then they get like God Super Saiyan where their hair's like blue or pink and then like white. It's like you keep going even higher and higher until a point that you're like, how do you show that kind of power in animation? And I thought the way that they did it was like they were so powerful that it removed all the color from everything. It was just like everything was black and white, and I thought that was so sick. And then we get to probably the best part of the whole episode is when they're like, we're gonna destroy you and your existence from every possible existence and every possible existence of you in every universe. And you start seeing their like the existence of like different versions of them being swept out and like disappearing from there.
Such a dope, like,
which was
little kiss, right? That was dope. Yeah,
it was so sick because
Shorty like.
Yeah, like you see like different versions of her getting ripped out of her and like getting destroyed, right? Yeah. And now this is where I can't wait for new Rockstars to come in because they're gonna break down every one of those little characters. Because I was watching them, like there's too much to even. I can't even take it all in. There's too many things. One, they showed K-Hordy as Apocalypse, which is fucking sick. Apocalypse is the villain from.
Did you catch that?
I caught it the second time I watched it. I haven't watched a breakdown yet. They haven't made a breakdown yet because they're doing the same thing that we're doing, where they're breaking down every episode in one video. So I've been waiting for the breakdown because I want to see. There's other things that happen that they show, but. They show K-Hordy, and one of the versions of her that gets ripped out is her as Apocalypse with like the blue lines on her face, which is from X-Men, which is sick because Apocalypse is dope, and the fact that she's Apocalypse is so perfect. It's so cool. Anyways, that was a sick one. You see freaking Storm as Black Panther, which was sick. You have to watch it again. Like that scene as they're ripping the characters out, they show different versions of them. Like they show Birdie as an actual like bird. Like that one was sick. They show them as like there's a version of them where like one of them is like Wolverine. There's a version of them like there's all these different versions of them. Where there's a version of I think Peggy, where she becomes like the Punisher. There's like all these different things. Like they're meshed up
I did
things.
not pay attention.
You have to watch.
I
it.
seen it. It happened in real time, but I wasn't paying attention to what they were.
Yeah, each one of the things that gets ripped out of them is like a different mesh up of like, what if they were the Punisher, or what if they became Ghost Rider, or what if they became like the Storm as Black Panther thing was so sick. I was like, what the hell? Like Storm as Black Panther, just like all these different things. They start ripping all their existences out, but that scene was sick, and I cannot wait for the breakdown so I can see every little thing that they did. But that was cool. And then they start like fading from existence. Peggy's hand starts disappearing, and then Peggy the goat, she's just like, no, I'm not. Well, she's like, I'm not losing any friends today. And she's like, powers back up, and she just fucking shoots like Superman, just like launches at them. And I think she knocks them out or something, beats them, like an explosion or something.
It's like an explosion.
And
then they just cease to exist.
Yeah, and then they like show removes all the and then what happens is she jumps up and sacrifices herself and launches them into Doctor Strange's universe, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Which is even sick. Because then they're like it's over. We're all alive. Like there was an explosion, but we're all alive. Everything's cool.
She ceases to exist.
Yeah, she ceases to exist, but all of them are still alive, and they're like, "What's going on?" And then the guy from the Emergence, the main villain, the main Watcher villain, he's like, "It doesn't matter, blah blah," because now it's all me. And he tries to use his powers, nothing happens, which is like a common trope in like a lot of these shows and movies and stuff. But it was cool. And then it turns out that the reason why is because they're in Doctor Strange's universe, which is the only universe that they don't have powers, because Doctor Strange is embedded in every atom of that thing, and he's on their side, and he stops them from having powers in his universe, which is such a crazy concept too. Like, that was such a cool concept. So then basically he loses power. The Watcher convinces the humble trio to learn by watching over life in his new universe as they mourn Carter's death. Oh, there was a part too where he was that was funny too. There's like some bars that they drop in that part when he's talking to him, because he's like, look here and watch this, and he's like, what is it, a sunset? Like he didn't care. Like he's like, I've seen it a sunset. Now this was funny to me personally, because this shit pisses me off, because my girlfriend's like that. We'll be like driving, I'm like, oh, look at the moon. Like it would be like a crazy ass bright red moon or something like that. I'm like, oh, look at the moon. She's like, yeah, it's the moon. I've seen it 1,000 times. Like, what do you like? That shit pisses me off, because I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. Don't look at the moon. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. I was just trying to show. I thought it was cool. But that's what it was funny. Like he's like, it's a sunset. Yeah, I've seen it 1,000 times. He's like, but sometimes just because you see something doesn't mean that that's what it means. Or like he says something like that, where it's like, it doesn't mean like the representation of it, or how it makes you feel, or something like that. So I thought that was cool. And it gives them, makes them watch over the new universe and stuff. And then they mourn Carter's death. The Watcher invites K-Hordy, Birdie, and Storm to join him by watching over the multiverse, and that's how it ends, right?
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it's solid, man.
Good, solid. I think, like I said, the ending kind of was like, I wish more would have happened. I thought there would have been like a cut scene or something, like an end credit scene, something that would have been like really cool, that made it like amazing. But it was still, the fight scene was worth it.
I think we need
that thing's like not twisting. I gotta like fix that. We'll fix it.
I think this is where we need to come to a realization, guys. I think MCU fans in that first saga was so spoiled with everything connecting that we want everything connect. And I have to realize that that's not the case. Like you have to come to conclusion. You have to really understand that a lot of things just aren't gonna connect, or they just aren't gonna be resolved. Like there's a lot of things in the MCU that I'm just gonna forget about, and it just turned off in my brain. Like Hercules. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Eternals, I got to turn it off. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, they did a lot of stuff with the Eternals this time, so that was cool.
But the Celestials, I mean, they're like God-like, whatever. So, like, I think they're going to still be, but I'm not worried about the Eternals. I'm not worried about Blade anymore. Like, I'm not worried about that anymore. Like, I'm just trying to see what's next.
Kit Harington, or what's his name, the guy Jon Snow. He was in Eternals, and he's supposed to be like the Black Knight and stuff, and like they never showed like anything from that.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have any expectations
and like
anymore.
Mahershala Ali's voices in that scene,
which makes for a perfect. I mean, I don't know where you're gonna go. I don't know what you got written down, but it makes for a perfect segue to in a couple of months when we watch Brave New World. I have no expectations at all. So when that happens on this podcast, we've always seen low expectations. Those movies go crazy. Those movies are amazing. So listen, I have no expectations. I'm expecting. They show us a lot of Red Hulk, so I'm assuming that that's not the end all be all greatest thing of that movie.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping for something to pop off, but at the same time, I don't have any expectations.
Yeah.
I think seeing the Hulk would be.
I think
great. The Red Hulk.
I care about seeing the Red Hulk. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
And even if it's not anything, I don't want to have any like higher expectations to like overall connections of anything bigger. But I have a feeling that maybe there will be.
I feel like the only thing that we will get in the next few things before
Brave New World,
before
Fantastic Four.
I feel like we're gonna get like they're gonna put pieces now.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna put pieces.
Yeah.
They're gonna be a piece in Brave New World or a piece in Thunderbolts, just for Fantastic Four. Not. I feel like it's not gonna be for the future.
Yeah.
It's gonna be for Fantastic Four. Then Fantastic Four, I feel like
Fantastic Four is gonna set up everything.
Yeah.
That's gonna have Doctor Doom. That's gonna be like that's where we're gonna get to our final two movies of Secret Wars and Doomsday.
So I'm not expecting.
That's where we get the
anything.
Avengers movies,
Yeah.
and I think the Brave New World will set up a new Avengers.
And that leads me to the point of the people saying that MCU is dead or whatever. It's just because I feel like things aren't connecting.
Yeah.
Because I want it to connect. I want things to connect,
Yeah.
and I'm still going to watch these movies. But I feel like
it's fun regardless. I think I still liked it. I don't know.
I
it
do
was
too.
good.
I
It
do
was
too.
good.
I just feel like people are being so harsh because it's not as connecting as like when you first seen Iron Man and then those post credit scenes with Nick Fury.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh shoot! Like,
Yeah, you're seeing the team being built, and
Yeah,
you're like,
that
that was cool. It was crazy. Like when the
that was
first
really
Avengers
crazy.
happened, it was like insane.
Yeah, I mean they kind of started it. I'm not gonna lie, man. When I was so hyped, like people didn't like Ant-Man, but Ant-Man with Kang was crazy, and then that
Yeah,
post credit scene that felt like Iron Man.
Yeah,
But
that felt like
then-
we were about to get something big.
Yeah,
and
but
it's just-
then
they accused our boy.
yeah, which he's freaking innocent.
Yeah.
Stupid, Marvel.
Yeah.
Stupid.
You guys should never have fired him.
You should have just waited it out.
waited
bruh.
it out, yeah.
We literally.
Now he's married to Megan Good, right?
Yeah. He's doing well. I mean,
See?
he's
You
not
guys could've
doing,
had Megan
I don't
Good
think
in
he's
the
doing that well. Actually, he's
Hasn't been in
supposed
any
to-
movies.
He's supposed to do a Tubi movie soon.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm like,
that's
dang,
sad.
dude, I
Dude.
know, yeah.
There's gonna be a documentary on this
But
guy.
you know what's crazy? I think he's such a great actor. Super side note, because we're going off a tangent. I think he's such a great actor that whatever this Tubi movie is, it might be okay and bring him back to the light.
Maybe.
It's on Tubi, but he's a great actor. I don't think he's gonna be in no booty movie.
Jonathan Majors, man.
He's
RIP.
a great actor. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. I
Yeah.
feel like maybe it was a kind of a low budget, so they could only release it on Tubi.
Yeah.
Tubi was the only people that would buy it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Anyways, I say that to say, Marvel, you could have waited because look where we're at now. There's no advancement in the Marvel universe, and if you would have waited, we would have still had no advancement, but we'd have had Kang. And then you could have advanced it. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I feel like that's the reason why everybody's all pissed because we're in a weird spot right now.
Yeah. And it's fine, whatever. Like we got a lot of good stuff coming up anyways. And if you didn't like What If, there's another animated show that's going on at the same time.
That's
killing it
really
right now.
good, man.
And we want to talk about that next, which is Creature Commando.
Man.
Creature Commando
What a
had
freaking-
episode 5.
What a show, bro.
Yeah, it's amazing.
James
It's
Gunn,
amazing.
man. Hold on.
Now, yeah.
Flowers, bro. Flowers.
Put some clapping noises here.
Flowers, my dog.
Once this works, there would be clapping right here.
Flowers, bro. This is crazy, dude. I have never been so immersed in a like. You know, a show is great when you're like, no, I want the next episode.
I know.
I want the next episode. Like,
I know.
I have to wait till what, Thursday now?
The second.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
It's such a great freaking.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, no, I mean, it's hard because the last episode before this episode 5 was the Weasel episode, which made me cry. So like, I was like, it's
you
hard.
didn't like this last one?
It's good. It's good. It's just that.
Oh man, I rock with it. Like bringing Frankenstein. Like
Yeah, Frankenstein is
them
cool.
being like the buddy cop
Yeah,
thing.
that
I
was
thought
cool.
that was really cool.
Yeah, I
like,
thought it was cool. Yeah, I mean, I really like Frankenstein.
I
Frankenstein is
literally-
amazing.
Bro, I literally like thought it's low expectations all the time.
Yeah.
Like I really thought I was like, I don't care about Frankenstein.
Yeah.
But because of who he is and how stupid in love he is. Yeah. It makes it so dope,
and it's so funny, dude. He's hilarious.
Oh man, and then
he's also like just crazy as fuck.
But
dude.
also, again, bro, I say this every episode since I've said this every episode. Now that we're watching Creature Commando, is bro, the backstory drama is amazing, dog. Like you and it hits crazy, and it goes into it. You're like, oh man, do I care about Frankenstein's backstory in this aspect? But then they go into it where he meets
that
an
old lady, like the witch doctor lady,
and she's vibing with him.
Gypsy,
she's like, yo, like she's kind of taking him in as like a son.
Yeah.
And like he's so stupid in love. Yeah. She's telling bro, she don't love you, nigga.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, you don't understand. Yeah. Like, like, damn, nigga.
And he's like super mean to her, and she just like doesn't care. She doesn't care. He's like, shut up. Why are you like he's like, I'll smash your fucking head in right now. Like just like says the craziest shit. And she's like, oh, you're so silly, dude. You're so silly.
Which I think is that's such a creative like I think that's really cool. Man.
And what's funny too is like she nurses him back to health, but he's a dead body. So like that's also just like a funny thing.
I
like
didn't even think about that.
I was thinking about that. I was like, she's nursing him back to health, but he's Frankenstein. He's like a dead. He's a corpse. So I don't know. It's funny. Like, how does that even work?
Like in reality, he's the worst. Like he's such a bad dude, but like.
He sucks, but he's funny.
Yeah,
he's funny.
Yeah.
So he wins us over. But yeah, so he ends up what's his name? Rick Flag ends up. I think this is the episode where he meets Frankenstein. Or that was that last episode.
No, they met already.
Okay,
they're buddy cops.
They fought, and like now they're going to like they're going to go find. Yeah, like when he's on the phone and he's when Rick Flag gets a call, he's like, is that the bride? Tell her I love her. Tell her that I'm coming for her. Ask her she loves me. Like
no. He's saying tell.
Put in a good word. Oh yeah, does she know the princess? The princess. Does she know the bride? Put in a good word for me. Like you didn't. He's like you didn't. Yeah. So he's like you didn't even mention me. Like I'm pissed off.
Which is cool.
Yeah, it's so
because
funny,
we all know somebody like that. Yeah. We all know like a thirst monster, bro. Bro, that's funny, dude. That's a dude. Whoever. Oh man.
And yeah,
that's great writing. That's great creativity.
A crazy thing that's been happening too is a lot of people have been asking about so the DC heads, right? A lot of the DC people are asking if we're going to get Clayface in live action. And he had been posting about Clayface. He had put like James Gunn posts a lot on Twitter and responds to people on Twitter and like gives clues about what's happening on Twitter, which was also actually an announcement today that I'm going to talk about from James Gunn, which we're going to talk about. But I
was going to ask you. That's why bro.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it.
Real quick, guys. Real quick before we get more. Bro, we've been here. I came to Dree's house at like 11:30, bro. We're just starting to do the podcast at like 2:30. So, dog, we've been here for like 2 hours discussing other stuff, but we couldn't discuss anything else. Because
we know better not to talk about this stuff.
We got to talk about it on the podcast.
Yeah, we talk about other things. We have a lot. Me and Avery always have a lot to talk about, but I mean, we're working on a project right now too. That's like,
it was a lot. It was a lot of like holding our breath. With today, because bro, I definitely wanted to talk about that because I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that, and I was surprised you didn't mention it because I knew you were on your phone and I was on my phone, so I was like, I saw it, and I knew you saw it, but we both didn't say anything to each other.
What it is. So I was like, let me just say this on the podcast.
It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. We'll talk about that.
Finish. So you say he talks to the people.
Yeah, so he was talking about Clayface stuff, and then it was cool that we got to see Clayface. Like, I mean, the twist in this, right, is that the girl who was telling Amanda Waller about the whole her visions are real. And we should trust. Yeah, Cersei's visions are real. That was the scientist, and he was like questioning. Remember in the last episode, he was questioning the scientist, and he's like, "Why are we believing this chick? Like, who is she? Like, what does she know?"
Yeah,
and so they go investigate her.
And the girl is like,
what's the best thing about lesbians? Which just shows you that Clayface is a fucking psychopath.
Yeah, he's trying to get freaky.
Yeah, he's a wild dude.
He was like lesbians. That boy was trying to get it in with old girl.
Look, you're drooling because you're thinking about it. And I'm like,
shout out DCU. Man, like,
yeah, they're crazy,
bro.
bro.
Your animated characters are fine. Like the chick she was talking to.
Yeah, I know they did on purpose. They did on purpose. They know what they're doing.
Dang, I'm over here with the hentai people now, bro. Is it called hentai? That's what it's called? Yeah, man. I'm out here with y'all,
AI's getting better and better. Let's just say that, guys. But yeah, so they're so they end up like leading to that. It turns out that person is an imposter and it really is Clayface, and they're like in there investigating, and then Clayface sees them, Frankenstein and Rick Flag trying to escape, and then that fight between Clayface and Rick Flag and Frankenstein was sick.
Yeah,
it was sick. He fucked up Rick Flag bad, which is scary because Clayface is a scary ass villain because he's like a fucking clay monster that can harden up, like he can shapeshift and absorbs people. He can Frankenstein. He was like he was like absorbing him and like suffocating him, killing him. Like, what are you gonna do to that? You punch him, it just your hand gets absorbed. You shoot him, it just goes through him. Like, I don't even understand how did
Frankenstein beat him. So.
Yeah, by electrocuting him, right?
Which I'm pretty sure that didn't beat him. Probably
it just knocked him out. Hurt him. Yeah. But I mean, I think maybe the only way to like freeze him or something maybe and then break him. But even then, like then it melts and then he fuses back together. It's like you can't. I don't think you could really kill Clayface.
I love how they had him like after he. Like the girls in the house murdered, and he goes downstairs and plays a video game.
Oh yeah,
he still feeds the cat. He's like, you little idiot. Like he sucks. But like he's taking like that goes to show that James Gunn cares about animals.
Yes.
Because the human he kills. He leaves her upstairs and he plays video games, but he feeds the cat.
Yeah, he still takes care of the cat. Yeah, James Gunn is like the animal guy. Cool. Yeah. Hey, gotta support our animals, you know. But yeah, funny. So then so he beats him. Flag is critically injured, but before passing out, Flag convinces Frankenstein to tell the bride the truth. Meanwhile, Task Force M is escorted by the knights, but is forced to battle them after they're ordered to detain the group.
That was a dope scene where he
he's like
drives,
goes the wrong way.
So your boy Flag calls the princess and warns her.
Yeah.
And the princess hits up what's
her little right hand man, dude. Yeah. I don't know his name, but
and like he takes them on like a weird
route. So which I'm surprised they didn't catch on to like faster, but whatever, it's part of the show. But yeah, they end up like catching on eventually, and then they like start fighting, and they're fighting all those knights, which those guys are fucking powerful. I don't know those knights that she has, the amethyst knights, they're crazy.
But that goes to show.
Yeah, which is setting
Creature Commandos.
Creature Commandos. Yeah. Now, so I don't know what's gonna happen. There's 2 more episodes left of Creature Commando. That's it. That's only 2 more episodes. So we get one on Thursday on the 2nd, and then the next week will be the finale. And this one the next episode seems to be about Professor Dr. Photon or whatever, the skeleton dude. Which there's a part where in the fight scene, someone said it too. It's like how I just saw something where someone was posting about it on Twitter. But the scene where Dr. Phosphorus, he's like the tank's coming at him and he like takes off his clothes and then he just like stands there and like, he's like come on, and then they go for it and he just walks through them and with his middle fingers up and just walks through the tank and just burns. He burns through their face with the middle finger.
I'm finally watching the trailers. That was crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. This is gonna be cool. I'm excited for this episode.
So I'm excited to see what happens with this little skeleton guy. But yeah, I mean it's getting good, and we got 2 more episodes, so hopefully it all resolves really well and sets up Superman and sets up Supergirl and all the stuff coming in the DCU. Which,
hold on, I do want to say before
this is where we need these. This is where we need these sound bites for the next.
I do want to say before you need to pew pew pew.
Yeah, I know.
Before we start, I just want to say I did enjoy What If, but Creature Commandos booties it dookies on it.
Yeah,
like absolutely.
It's just the storyline. Yeah,
Creature Commandos.
I mean,
James Gunn. You won a 0 1 for 0 right now. Or no, you won. Yeah, it's 1-0 James Gunn right now.
Yeah,
because it's James Gunn's first official, right?
Yeah.
So
his animated show's out at the same time as their animated show.
Yeah, if we're counting it right now, it's 1-0 James Gunn.
I mean that fight scene in What If
that was
episode 8
for sure. But this storyline,
the storyline of what's going on with DC,
bro. Like I'm watching this storyline like it's live action, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's dope. I don't care that it's you know what I'm saying. Even though I think What If animation is better, like it looks. I think the animation style is cool. Is cooler than Creature Commandos. But man, the storyline.
But it's the same thing of like it's like the same thing as Invincible. Like when I watch Invincible, like the animation style of Invincible is kind of your basic cartoony animation style, but then the storyline and the things that they do in it is fucking crazy, right? Yeah. So it's like the same thing with Creature Commando. Like the animation style isn't the cool animation style that What If has, but it's still fucking just the storyline wins and like the characters and everything about it.
Yeah,
when
so-
Frankenstein is, I mean, I'm really loving these characters. Dude,
Yeah.
Frankenstein, Dr. Phosphorus is sick. Weasel, obviously, I love Weasel. Like my heart, I will protect Weasel forever. That's my
G.I.
favorite
Robot.
character. G.I. Robot, which hopefully he comes back in like one of these next episodes. The Bride is sick. We haven't really got to see the Fish Girl do her thing yet, but
Which I'm pretty sure she's
gonna do her thing. Yeah, that's gonna be
probably a
big.
pivotal moment. But yeah, man, honestly,
because they're setting that, they set that up because they're like, oh, what is she supposed to do? Like she walks around with a fish tank on her head,
Yeah,
and she's like, well,
yeah.
get her around water and see what happens, you
Yeah.
know. So I'm very curious to see what happens when she gets into water. Because the next 2 episodes, one is called the one is, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's like Paieto Skelet, which is I think like Professor Skeleton, I don't know, or something in whatever language. And then the last episode is a very funny monster. So maybe that last episode is her turning into a monster when she gets into the water or something.
Ooh.
So who knows?
Okay.
Who knows? Or it's about Frankenstein or whatever. But
In the Bride. But,
yeah, in The Bride.
Anyways, man, James Gunn up 1-0 right now. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be real, because we in James Gunn's world right now. So
Nina, that's her name, the
yeah,
fish girl.
we're in James Gunn's world right now, man. Shout out to James Gunn, bro. For real.
Dr.
I
Phosphorus.
rock with it. But yeah, you were talking about. So
Frankenstein.
now, let's talk about James Gunn. What the hell was that he posted
Okay,
today?
so
that
today
nigga had dreads and he was blue. He was blue. He had dreads, and I saw.
clap.
And I saw in a story it said something about welcome James Jason
To
Momoa.
Supergirl, yes. So,
Jason Momoa's already in DCU though.
but he's not. He isn't. That's not the real DCU.
Okay,
He was in the DC movies.
Well, let's talk about it then.
It's actually interesting. I didn't even think about the fact that he was Aquaman. But okay, so it got announced today that James Gunn announced today that Jason Momoa, who previously was Aquaman, is going
Shout out to
to
my
be Lobo. Okay.
Lobo.
Now
'Cause I don't know
Lobo.
who Lobo is.
I'll
Yeah,
read
you gotta
this
explain
description
it.
for you
For
because
everybody that don't
That's all.
know, who is Lobo? I got a homie named Lobo actually.
Really?
Shout out my boy Lobo. Yeah, he's Hops. Actually, he's Hops videographer.
he is an interstellar mercenary and bounty hunter.
Interstellar.
And he's just like a badass character. He's
Okay.
he's like undead alien looking thing that has like a shotgun and has chains and is like a biker, and he rides around on a bike, and he's just like a fucking gangster ass character, and he's just sick. He's I think you can play as him in the video
Rivals?
game. No, the what's the video game? The DC one where it's like Mortal Kombat. Infamous, what it? Injustice.
Oh, okay.
Remember the video game Injustice?
Yeah. I know
Yeah.
what you're talking-
Yeah, but he's in there. But he's the main villain in like for the Justice League and all this stuff. He's dope. He's like a anti-hero kind of thing because people really like him.
We talking Deadpool vibes?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. So it even says right
So
here.
he's gonna be in Supergirl. That's what.
Lobo
he said.
has been adapted into media, voices with video games, live action debut in Krypton, which I don't remember what that show was. Lobo will make his cinematic debut in the upcoming DCU film Supergirl, World Woman of Tomorrow in 2026, portrayed by Jason Momoa. Yeah. Let me see if this shows anything about his like powers or anything, powers and abilities. In the comic books, Lobo is portrayed as a ruthless bounty hunter. He only has one rule. Once he takes a contract, he finishes it no matter what, even if it means risking injury. Yeah. If he has a counter contract for even more money, he will fulfill the new one.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
he's just like a bounty hunter that doesn't give a fuck.
I
Possesses
mean, but I would be real. It fits Jason Momoa for sure.
Yeah, Lobo possesses extraordinary strength of undefined limits. His strength, much like his other powers, varies greatly depending on different artistic interpretations by various comic book writers. But he's super fucking strong. He demonstrates physical strength on a similar level to Superman.
Oh shoot.
He is shown to be a match in strength for something demon. Each time they met, so I don't know, some demon. Yeah, he has like durability. Anyways, he's just a badass fucking character. He looks cool as fuck.
Yeah.
And it fits Jason Momoa very well. Yes.
Yeah,
I'll
man.
put him up.
All right. Well.
So that's cool. I mean, Lobo's a cool character, and it definitely fits the character. It definitely fits Jason Momoa very well. And Jason Momoa has been talking about if he ever got to play another character in superhero stuff, he would want to be Lobo because that's his lifestyle. He's like that badass bike riding guy, and that's what it is. And like Lobo is perfect, right? So it's like cool. We get him as Lobo. I'm excited for it. We'll see how it goes.
All right, let's get it, man. I'm with it.
But yeah,
I'm not doubting James Gunn anymore. So,
but it is interesting that he got rid of Henry Cavill, but he's bringing back Lobo and Jason Momoa.
but if you think about it though, like look at Jason Momoa. He fits.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, like I mean, I can't.
So he already looks like him without even doing anything.
Well, I'm just saying, like badass bike rider. Like that's him. That's his description.
And I know
Aquaman doesn't like. Let's be real. Like Aquaman, like he's a good guy.
And also, like, think about this too. We went to go see Aquaman, the last Aquaman movie, right? And there's a whole scene in the movie where he's just riding his bike, and it's like, what was this? What's the point of this scene? But it was just because Jason Momoa was like, hey, I just want to. What if we had a scene where I ride my bike around? And they're like, well, Aquaman doesn't really ride a bike, and he's like, no, but this Aquaman does ride a bike, And it's like it doesn't even make sense. But now he can actually ride his bike around in the movie and not be like so weird and random. But yeah, Lobo's a fucking crazy ass demonic monster looking character. So I'm excited for that. That's cool. I mean, this is akin to Channing Tatum getting Gambit. It's like how Gambit's been like always saying like, oh, I want to play Gambit, or Channing Tatum was always like, I want to play Gambit. He was trying to get a Gambit movie made. He was trying to do that thing. Same thing with Ryan Reynolds. People were like, Ryan Reynolds is the perfect Deadpool, and he wanted to be Deadpool. He got his own Deadpool movie made, all this stuff, right? So this is very similar to that. Jason Momoa has always said he wanted to be Lobo, and like that's been his like dream to be Lobo. So I think it'd be cool. And look what we got with Gambit and Ryan Reynolds.
You know what I want to say? James Gunn, bro, you killing it in the DCU for sure.
Yeah.
But we need Static Shock.
Oh, I mean that's definitely coming.
Need that. We need that, man. We need that like ASAP, bro. Like he needs to be one of the main, like a main one, and build because I don't know the comics, but from the TV show, that's what I used to watch as a kid. Like. To me watching the TV show, it ended.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, how come Static Shock didn't jump in with the Justice League guys?
He does.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, okay.
I think at the end of this series, he meets up with like once he's a little bit older and stuff, he's with them. And there's there's Justice League movies where he's in the Hall of Justice with them.
Shoot,
stuff.
okay,
Yeah, he's in there. He's chilling with them.
Well, we need him in live action.
Yes, I know. And but so do we want if you were to get Static Shock, do you want him as like teenage Miles Morales?
He gotta grow. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't care. Like this,
so then,
this is a live action that you could bring the origin story to.
Okay, this is what we're doing. We get Blue Beetle and Static Shock, and they team up like the Teen Titans, and we get like a live action Teen Titans movie, and we get Blue Beetle, Static Shock, Robin, Beast Boy, Raven, Starfire, Cyborg. That's the team. We get a sick ass Teen Titans, and then next year for Comic-Con, me and Avery will be he'll be Static Shock and I'll be Blue Beetle, because Static Shock's black. Blue Beetle's Mexican, and we got it. You got the dreads already. That's an easy costume for you. Is Static Shock, and that's a cool costume you can rock.
The yellow and the blue cape.
That's actually easy for you. You can definitely do that, and I could be Blue Beetle. I don't know. I'll figure out how to do that.
My dreads are too long though.
No. You could be Black Lightning too. Black Lightning has like dreads.
Yeah, but they're basically the same character. Work on Static Shock, man, because that's something I think will be really, really dope for the culture, man. Because
Black Lightning.
MCU has Black Panther and
he just has like little dreads.
R.I.P. Chadwick. I feel like Ryan Coogler said he's bringing back Black Panther 2, the 3. Yeah. So I guess I feel like they're gonna bring a new character to him.
Static Shock.
Maybe the son will grow up. Maybe Wakanda advances growth and the son becomes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but there's gonna be some fucking sick stuff coming up, guys. So I don't know. I'm excited. Now, what else? Skeleton Crew. Did you watch Skeleton Crew last episode?
Yeah.
What happened?
It was so much that we consumed.
Yeah, it was a lot. I don't really remember either. But I think they I know. His dad. Remember, his dad was trying to steal a code.
John turned on them.
He did.
Yeah.
What did he turn? What happened?
I know he turned on them. Like he became captain. Because
at the end of the maybe I didn't finish the episode.
He figured out that they, what kind of planet they were, and he challenged the little girl Fern to a duel, and he was like,
I didn't see that.
you gotta yield.
Okay, maybe I didn't see that. Maybe I didn't see that.
Shoot, my bad.
No, you're good. You're good. I mean, it's whatever. I got to go back. I think I started watching it and I probably didn't finish it.
Yeah. It was a lot happening this week. Last week. There was a lot happening, bro.
Yeah.
Like let me tell y'all what we got. We got what's the name started on the 22nd. So that's Monday, right?
What if? Yep.
So what if started the 22nd. You got What If on Monday. Tuesday you got Skeleton Crew and What If. Wednesday just What If. And then Thursday you got What If and
if you're me, you're watching 90 Day Last Resort as well.
Well,
Throw in
for
there.
me, What If and
which is an hour and a half, and then you also get
called?
Between the Sheets, which is another hour.
Creature Commando.
Yeah,
So
and
What If
Creature
and Creature Commando. And then for Friday, for me, it was What If and Silo.
Oh.
So there's a lot going on.
There's one more thing that I know you watched that I haven't watched it, but I wanted you to talk about a little bit. Squid Game season 2.
Oh.
Yeah. Is it good?
Squid Game is the best show on planet Earth.
Damn. Is that good?
Yes. The first one was phenomenal, dude.
Yeah.
Phenomenal, dude. This second one, people are mad because I can't go too much detail. Because I don't want to spoil it.
You know, Top is in it, which is he's from Big Bang, which is Kat's favorite K-pop group of all time.
They got some baddies in there.
Yeah.
There's some
He's a guy,
baddies
bro.
in there, bruh. Some bad girls from the K-pop girls.
Really? No.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
No, it's
It's
a guy.
Oh,
It's a guy.
no.
He's the guy with the purple hair. I think.
Anyway, they got some.
He's the guy with the purple hair in it, but he's like
That's
that's
the
like
only-
Cat. That's like Cat's.
I
like,
hate him.
Okay, yeah,
I hate him
have a
because
feeling.
his name is Thanos, and sorry guys, but I watched it with the dub. I watched it with the dub, and like, yeah, I'm sorry, I can't focus on what's happening
and read the subtitles.
But he sucks because he's a rapper. He's a battle rapper.
Oh, okay.
He's like, yeah, Thanos. I'm Thanos. That's his rap name.
He's a rapper in real life, yeah.
His rap name is Thanos.
That's cool, and he has purple hair. That's cool.
But anyways, bro, regardless of that part sucked. But anyways, like it's great. It's a freaking great show, and they got some bad ones in there.
Okay.
Some bad ones in there.
No, I love
bro.
you, my Asians.
Like, oh my god, bro. Like,
yeah.
Like, oh, shorty, it's a shorty that Thanos gets at the first like moment he's in there. She's a bad one. It's another little shorty in there. A lot of these girls get killed though, but
yeah, I mean it's Squid Game. So okay,
but yeah, I don't know what you want me to tell because I don't want to spoil.
Well,
anything.
that's the thing. So
I just know that it's great. It's a great show. I don't know what to say.
Well, Ip Man is the main guy, right? The guy who played Ip Man.
I don't know his name.
IP Man. Everyone calls him. White people call him
I've
IP
never
Man.
seen that. I know what it is, but I've never
you
seen
should definitely watch Ip Man. It's one of the sickest fucking movies ever.
But I just realized Disney Plus like showed me something, and he's in one of the Star Wars joints.
Oh yeah. He's the blind Jedi.
Yeah,
dude,
that's dope.
He's
dope.
sick.
But yeah, he's dope.
So okay,
cool.
so this is where I got confused. Okay, so last night.
If I spoil something, I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm gonna try my hardest.
Yeah, don't spoil it. Yeah, because I need to. I'm gonna watch it this week, and we'll talk about it next week on that. I put it on.
Mm-hmm.
I started it. I put it on, and then I was like, "What's happening?" I forgot what happened from last season. So then I turned it off, and I went and watched a recap of season 1, and I was like, "Oh, okay. I figured everything out. I remember everything now." But then I got confused because it's a different actor, the main actor. Mm-mm. It's not. It's the same guy.
Dude, yeah.
From the first season.
Yeah.
The one who won that's him.
That's him. He won the money.
Older.
He looks sophisticated now.
He has red hair.
He doesn't have the hair anymore. Like
he has red hair. Yeah.
He cut his hair off.
He has the red hair though.
Oh,
I'm talking about the red guy with the red hair. Yeah, he dyed his hair in the but he probably later on he gets it. I don't care. Whatever.
My bad.
That's all good.
But yeah, he has red hair in the beginning. Yes, that's the same actor though. That is the same actor.
Cast.
I'm sorry, guys. I suck at telling the story or explaining how good it is without. I don't want to tell the story because you have to watch it and there's some good surprises in there. You know what I'm saying?
But it's a different guy.
No, it's the same dude.
I think he's playing the same guy, but it's a different. It's because the other guy is
Which one? Let me see. What you looking at?
Okay, so this is the guy from season 1. Zhang. This guy. But that's not
the same dude.
That's not Iman. That's not this. Oh, it is.
Yeah, that's the same dude, fool.
Fuck. Why does he look so different? He looks so young right here.
He's older.
I know, but he looks different.
He definitely looks weirder with the hair, but as the show progresses.
So then my question for you.
He looks the same.
Okay, then my question is, now, I started watching like the first 5 minutes of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's the same guy.
Yeah.
He won the game.
He won the money, yeah.
He's dyed his hair. He was about to leave and escape the country.
Yeah.
Decided to turn around, come back,
Yeah.
and take down the Squid Games. Okay, the cop is the same cop from the first season?
Yes.
Okay, the one who like he fell off a cliff and then like he was in a coma.
He got shot by his brother.
Yeah, he got shot by his brother, who is the guy with the black mask.
Yes.
Okay, and then but he's waking up from a coma, and this is like a continuation of that. Like because there's a part where he's like a meter cop like in the very opening like beginning, and he just woke up like from being in a coma, and he doesn't really remember anything or something.
Nah, he remembers everything.
He remembers everything.
He remembers everything.
But he just wants to be like a
he wants to be a traffic cop now.
Okay.
Because nobody believed him.
Okay, but that's the same.
him.
But that's the same guy too. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where I was confused because
Yeah.
I was like, wait, is that the? Because we started watching. I just put it on without watching the recap first, and so we were watching it, and I was like, wait, is that the same guy from the first season? And then I was like, wait, is that the? And I was like, remember I was telling Kat, I was like, oh, remember in the first season there was a cop who like was taken down, like was in like he got into the Squid Games and stuff, like he was like, you know, one of the guards and stuff. And she's like, oh yeah, I do remember that. She's like, I don't know. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know either. So then I turned it off because I was like, I don't want to watch it until I remember everything that's happening. But now that I know that those two characters are the same, I think I could get back into it. Okay.
Yeah.
I got
So I mean, yeah. Watch the recap, guys. You have to watch the recap, which it kind of shows a recap in the beginning, but you should watch an in-depth YouTube recap so you really know what's going on, or just rewatch it because it's still.
Shout out to Screen Crush, one of my favorite channels on YouTube. They did
recap?
whatever, like 19 years and 10 minutes or something like that.
But yeah, man, dude, it's freaking great. They got some baddies in there. It's one of the girls who's in the red suits. She's a baddie. I don't know her name. She's one of the baddest. That's my boo right there. I don't know her name though.
The main girl, the hot girl from the first season, she's dead. She died in the first season, but she's not in the season.
Bad, yeah. Nah, she died. Yeah,
she's so hot.
Yeah, she's bad. But there's
I'm looking at the cast, dude. I'm seeing them. They
let
look.
Me turn. Let me turn.
Let me see.
Because I need to see.
This girl.
Do you put season 2?
Oh, I don't think I've even this whole time, but it's still working.
You put season 2?
Yeah, this is season 2. But is this girl or this girl?
No, it's not. Go up.
They're probably like no one.
Go up. Put Squid Game 2, and then put officer, girl officer. Put girl officer. Cause I don't know her name. No, not her. Why does she come up? Or soldier, girl soldier. Put girl soldier. So now she's not an officer. She's a soldier for the. Hold up, y'all. We got to get this right so I can show y'all how fine this girl is.
I see. I'm just all the characters.
That's him. Thanos. Yes, Thanos. Whoever. I think you know what ruined it. I think the dub guy ruined it. For me.
Oh yeah.
The guy who dubbed his voice.
So you can't be watching.
The grandma was sick. The grandma's sick in it. Yep,
she's
that's
cute.
a baddie. That's a baddie.
Sung Ji Woo.
Yep, she.
Okay, they don't have it on here. These are all just the characters, like the players, I think.
Yeah, you gotta look up Soldier, cause she is fine. I don't know her name. Oh, man, I wish I know her name, but whatever.
I spelled it wrong.
They don't show it.
Yeah.
Whatever, but yeah, she's fine.
I'll watch. I'll be on the lookout for it.
But I want to say, man, sorry.
We're gonna switch us a little setup here next time. So
It's a great show. It's an enticing show, and they have another season coming.
Okay.
That's all I can say.
I mean, yeah, it's the biggest show, one of the biggest shows in the world, right? So of course they have to.
It said final season, so we'll see. But yeah, there's a big thing that happens at the end that Gerard called me actually last night after watching it. He's like, bro, when's the next season come out?
Oh shit!
I was like, you just watched it? He's like, yeah, bro. I'm like, I don't know, man. They said 2025. So, like I'm saying, it's a good show, man. And there's people who hate. Like I think people are rage baiting at this point because people are like, oh, they didn't blah 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 blah. Like it's like, bro, are you kidding me? Like it's an amazing show. Like.
What do you want?
Yeah, like I feel like this show. I don't say straight away, but it had a little bit more than the games. because they're doing something like else. Like it introduced the games in the beginning, and then now that the games happen and.
Because the big thing in the first season was like the games and like figuring out that this like the thing is happening and like you're a part of it. But now we know everything behind it and everything that goes on.
And now because
you got to get deeper than
because
that.
Ji Young or whatever his name is, Su Young or Ji Young, whatever his name is, comes back. It explains why he's coming back. So you got to understand that. Okay, like yes, it's not going to be the first one. Like and they're innovating. Like they're innovative. Like. I'm not gonna do the same thing again. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Okay. I really enjoyed Squid Game 2, season 2. So I don't know what to tell y'all.
Okay, I'll watch it. I'll probably watch it this week. I'll probably start watching it tonight.
It's so good, bro.
I'll wait till my girl gets home and then we can watch it.
It's so good, dude.
Because that's
and
I'm
it's
excited
7. It's 7 episodes.
Okay, it's not bad.
Yeah. So that's all I can say. Next week we're gonna spoil it. So watch it this week. So next week we can actually kill it and spoil it because I want to talk about it so much, but I just know that if I say something, it might mess up.
Yeah, your viewing experience.
I mean? Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So that's cool though. So Squid Games, Creature Commando, Skeleton Crew, What If, Lobo.
Yeah, we have everything.
Yeah.
But I do want to say, before we go any further, what was your favorite movie of the year? 2024.
Favorite movie of the year.
Cam Archer posted on his Instagram. Mm-hmm. He was asking people what their favorite movie of the year, and I put mine. And I want to know what yours is.
Favorite? Say yours first. Let me think about mine.
Piece by Piece by Pharrell.
Ah, that's a great one.
Yeah.
That gave me probably the best feelings of the year for sure.
Piece by Piece.
Piece by Piece might be my favorite movie of the year.
Piece by Piece was probably the favorite of the year.
Damn, that's a good one.
There's no other movie that
I'm all looking around. I'm like, what is my favorite? And I have the poster right there for Piece by Piece, and I'm like, oh yeah.
There's no other movie that I was in the theater like excited.
What Marvel movies came out this year? Nothing.
Deadpool, Wolverine, which was cool, but it wasn't my favorite.
Honestly,
Red One was so dope to watch as well.
Yeah, maybe I'll start watching. I started watching it, but then I kind of zoned out.
Red One was good, but yeah, I mean, Piece by Piece is probably my favorite of this year. Honestly, there's no other.
Yeah, I think maybe Piece by Piece. I think that has to be the movie of the year for me too. Cause I can't think of anything else that's like better that I saw. I just watched. This is like a weird, like little one, but one of my favorite comedians right now, Stavros Hakis, Stavi baby. He made a movie. Like him and his friends made a movie, and it's like a low budget movie, but it's pretty good. It's like just a straight comedy. It's called Let's Start a Cult, and I just watched that last night because he's been promoting on his podcast, and it was like independent theaters that were playing it, and now it's finally on Amazon where you can rent it. So I rented it last night and watched it, and it's dumb but it's funny.
Yeah,
it's a creative concept. It's like basically he's like a part of a cult, but he's like the annoying guy that they don't like. That he's just like, oh, I can't wait till we get to heaven. We're gonna be fucking Marilyn Monroe. We're gonna be tag teaming Marilyn Monroe in heaven, and like all this stuff. She'll be licking my balls while you're banging her out from behind. Like he says, like it's just, and like all the other cult members are all very serious. They're like, I can't wait to transcend and be with. And so like he's like the annoying guy, and they always like punish him for like doing stuff. And then what happens is they send him to go do something, and they all commit suicide. Like they do like they transcend, like, you know, like a group suicide, because like that's what the cult was about, was like leaving this earth and going. So they transcend without him, and then the movie is basically about like him. You have to see it, but like the guy, the main cult leader dude, didn't end up dying, and he finds him, and they're like, let's start a new cult where we can actually transcend now, and then it's like a whole story about that. But it's really it's dumb, but it's funny, and it's not like the best plot, but it was, for what it is, it was funny as fuck.
It reminds me of that one freaking thing that happened.
Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be like, that's what it's supposed to be. They're making fun of that. That's like, where they drank the Kool-Aid, and like, they all dressed the same in the tracksuits with the Nikes, and like they laid in bed and they drank the Kool-Aid to poison themselves, and they all died.
I don't think they was in the bed, but they
found them like all in beds, like all laying down like blankets over their heads. I think.
What was it called? I just watched a documentary about it because I was talking.
Are you talking about Waco?
No. It's another one. It's a. I hate this dude, bro. Cause
Marilyn.
Nah, dude, I forget his name, man. Lisa just told me about it. She was like, "You don't know about that, the Kool-Aid thing?" And I was like, "Hell no." And I watched the whole thing, and I was so pissed because I was like, "Dude, that's not freaking God, bro. Like, God doesn't tell you to do that."
Oh.
But the thing was the thing was there was like audio recording of him saying like, this is how you get to heaven, and people are like, no, I don't think this is right. He's like, no, you're gonna do it. So he held them at gunpoint to make them do it.
Oh.
So it was like everybody wasn't stupid. He just, he was gonna kill them if they didn't do it with him. And it's like, yeah, that's crazy, bro.
I think it was the Stargate one. People's Temple. There's People's Temple.
They were in like Brazil.
Jim Jones.
I think it was Jim Jones.
Because then it was leading the mass suicide of more than 900 Americans.
Yeah. Was that? And they went to like Brazil or Puerto Rico or not Puerto Rico. It was like Ecuador or some south.
Oh, Ghana.
Yes, Ghana. That's it. That's the one. Yeah, idiot ass. I hate that fool. Like,
that's crazy.
What
the fuck just happened?
Because in the audio of the recording, he was telling them like, this is how you get to God, and people are like, no, like this
Heaven's
is
Gate. That's the one that I was thinking of.
He's like, this is not how it's supposed to go, and he's like you're gonna do it regardless. He's telling his soldiers like, make sure you get your guns on them, and it's like, yo, like. People are like, obviously they went to this cult, which is stupid. You shouldn't have done that. Like, this is definitely a cult. Like, how didn't you know that? But then when it comes down to it, and you're like, this is probably not what God would want. And now you can't escape him because he has guns on you, and now you have to do.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy to me. Like,
cults
I also seen another cult one with it was like a dance cult thing. Like a TikTok. So
is this real or is this fake?
Yeah, it's real.
Oh, so, I think that this was recent.
Yeah, it's really recent.
I saw this.
Like a sister and two sisters were like dancing, and then one got with a dude.
This was on I think it was like a Netflix thing.
Yeah, I watched it because me and Lisa are really into this stuff because we went to like Bible college and like both our dads are pastors, bro. So like we know about church. You know what I'm saying? Like and the cult. Listen, we know about church, and the cult way is not the way to go. God will never tell you to drink freaking.
Well, this one is crazy.
Asinine. Yeah. What was it? Asinine or something?
No, I don't know. This one,
Kool-Aid and freaking kill yourself.
This one is crazy. This one happened in 1997. Heaven's Gate. This is the one that I know about, where they were waiting for like a comet. When a comet passed closest point to Earth in March 1997, he and 38 followers consumed a lethal mixture of phenobarbital and vodka and wrapped their heads in plastic. The suicides took place in groups so that as one member died, another one could place their body on a bed and cover their face with a shroud. Only the two members who committed suicide last were found without the covering.
Dude, how?
Additionally, all the members were found with a $5 bill and roll of quarters in their pocket, and they were all wearing the same Nike sneakers.
Oh my God, what?
And I think those sneakers have been discontinued. Our members did not believe they're actually committing suicide.
No, facts, that's stupid.
However, the members did not believe they were actually committing suicide, but that the spacecraft hitting behind the Halley Comet would pick them up as they died and take them to Heaven's Gate onto a higher existence. Which, who's to say that we don't know that they did? Maybe they did. Maybe they're all in heaven chilling.
Yeah.
So
that's freaking nuts.
Whatever.
Bro.
But yeah, there's Heaven's Gate is a crazy one. So yeah, so the movie's dumb. It's making fun of that. But I was telling Kat, I was like, that's a funny concept. Like, oh, we're in a cult, and like that's a funny concept to make a movie about. Is it's a cult, but there's the one guy that no one likes in the cult, and then they all commit suicide without him, and then he like has to figure it out after that. It's really funny. And there's a lot of good comedic actors in the movie, but that was good. And then my last little recommendation for the month for the last year, before we get out of here, I talked about it a little bit, but 28 days later, we talked about the 28 years later trailer that came out, and it looks fucking crazy, right? It looks so scary, and so I was like, man, I really want to watch 28 weeks later again. Which funny thing is, I remember. I think I told you about it. How it was like hard to find. Yeah. Remember, I
just showed you the DVDs that some random person had.
Oh, really? They had the DVDs?
Showed you,
yeah, I saw that, but I thought it was. But I thought it was just a picture. Yeah, that's crazy.
That was DVDs of both of them.
So yeah, the movie was like never like given streaming rights, and then also like the DVDs were like limited, so people were selling the DVDs copy for $200. But they released it on Amazon, and so I rented it last night. It was $3 to rent it, and before we watched it, I asked Alexa, I was like, what's the best zombie movie ever made? And they said, and Alexa's like, according to things, 28 days later. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I was like hyped already. Then we sat down, we watched the whole thing, dude. it is so fucking intense and so scary that halfway through the movie, we kind of like stopped because I was like, okay, this is like really intense right now. Like, let's just like chill out for a second. I want to go to 7-Eleven and get a soda. And I went to 7-Eleven and it was dark and it was foggy last night. And Kat didn't want to go with me. She's like, go by yourself. Bro, I went outside and it was so quiet and scary. I was like, I rushed to 7-Eleven and rushed back home, came inside. I was like, lock the door. I was like, hell no, dude, fuck this, dude. Like, if there's a zombie apocalypse, and this is like, the way that this zombie movie is, it's not even like how normal zombies is about, like, oh, they're trying to eat your brains and they're slow. Like, it's like a rage virus that basically just wants to spread through blood and saliva. So the zombies, like, they're like, like, they like freak out like that. They move like super fast and they run super fast. And when they get you, they don't like bite you to eat you and stuff. They like throw up blood on your face so that way you get infected with it, and then you like turn and then like the next person goes, right? Yeah. It's crazy, dude. Okay. And so we watched 28 Days Later and it was fucking amazing. The ending was crazy. And now I'm like, okay, now I need to watch 28 Weeks Later, which is a sequel. We're going to watch that. And then when 28 Years Later comes out, I cannot wait, dude. Because it's fucking crazy ass movie.
When did they come out?
That one came out in 2007. And I think the other one came out in 28 Weeks Later. Let me see. 28 Days Later. 28 Days Later came out in 2002. 28 Weeks Later came out in 2007. And now we're getting 28 Years Later at 2025, which is crazy. Yeah. Which is
crazy.
18 years later.
Well, yeah, man. When does that come out?
28 Years Later comes out 2025. Doesn't say June 20th.
Oh, okay.
So we got some time till summer.
What's the name?
But it's gonna be fucking good. And what's his name's in it? The Kraven the Hunter.
Oh yeah.
Alia Terry Johnson.
It's gonna be his big break, huh?
Yeah.
Because Kraven
definitely wasn't. Kraven was not it.
So what's the name comes out January 10th, which is gonna be good.
Okay.
Den of Thieves.
Oh, Den of Thieves 2. Okay. Yeah. I need to watch the first one.
Den of Thieves is amazing.
Okay.
50 Cent did his sting with that damn movie.
Yeah.
So I'm nervous about Den of Thieves 2.
Well, I watched Flagrant when he was on Flagrant. 50.
Oh, okay.
No, O'Shea's not on Flagrant. O'Shea and Schulte had a beef.
They don't like each other. Yeah.
You saw what happened?
Yeah, he said weird ass nigga or something, and Schultz was like, I don't know. He said weirdo, and then Schultz was like, check out No Vaseline.
Yeah, he was saying like, I don't think it's right. O'Shea was saying like, you should never talk about a black man like getting raped or nothing like that, or like doing something like that to a black man, and he's like, you should go Google No Vaseline, like, which is literally basically Ice Cube saying I'm gonna rape you with no Vaseline, you know.
I mean, that's what the
metaphor. But that's what he's saying. Like,
he said
no Vaseline is like I'm gonna fuck you without any like thing.
He
like,
was saying no.
That's what he's saying.
Hold up, because we're not gonna do Ice Cube like that. Ice Cube was saying that what's his name? Jerry Heller was smashing Easy and everybody with no Vaseline. Not him smashing. Hey. He was saying that they were getting effed with no Vaseline, but he was being disrespectful to Jerry Heller and the Jewish community.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
So I can't offend about that. Yeah. But the whole smashing thing, like, I think Ice Cube was talking about Jerry Heller and the label, like, doing them wrong.
But regardless, that's what he's talking about. Yeah. But in that interview, he was talking about 50 Cent was talking about Den of Thieves and how he got that movie. Yeah. And he was saying that he wanted to do an action movie, and he basically told his manager, like, or his agent, give me the best action script, or give me an action script. And then the guy brought him an action script, and he's like, this sucks. I don't want to do this movie. This is terrible. And he's like, oh, I thought you just wanted an action script. And he's like, no, give me the best action script you read. And he's like, oh, cool. And he gave him Den of Thieves. Oh, and then he made Den of Thieves.
So what's the name?
50 made it. He didn't write it. But it was already written, and he made it.
Damn, that's cool. Damn, that's crazy how it works.
Because there's like scripts that are just out there that are like waiting to get made.
Damn, that's crazy.
And they're like waiting for someone to be like, oh, I like this, let's do it.
That's crazy.
And put in the money. And 50 Cent has the money to do it.
Damn,
so he made Den of Thieves.
That's insane.
And now he's doing the second one. Yeah, because he wanted to be a villain in the movie, or he wanted to be is he a bad guy in the movie, or is he like? I can't. It's like part of the twist. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, well, technically he is. Yeah, because they were stealing money. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not ruining it for you. Yeah. He's a villain. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're stealing.
Oh God, my boss already fucking texting me about some shit.
If you think about it, I love that movie because it's like, in reality, they're stealing from like
the rich.
No. So I mean,
what is the movie even about? I have no idea.
Without spoiling it, they're stealing from, because I mean this is like in the beginning or whatever, but they're stealing from the treasury or something like that, where they're gonna burn the money. So they're technically not stealing it. It's about to be.
They're just destroying it.
Yeah, destroyed. So like that, I think that concept is sick.
Okay.
But this freaking cop, bro. This cop is resilient.
Okay.
But yeah, anyways, this is the same cop that's in this.
Gerard Butler.
In the second movie. So and
O'Shea's in it, and Vidi's in it, so same cast and stuff. So yeah, I'll watch it. Maybe I'll watch that tonight too, because I already watched. Well, I do want to watch 28 Weeks Later.
Jesus, good, man.
Yeah.
But I don't know, that light turned off. It was on green, so maybe we hit an hour and a half already.
Yeah, probably. Which means our phone's probably not recording either anymore. But we'll see.
Or
the cameras. But
before we get out of here,
yeah.
New Year's resolutions.
New Year's resolution.
No. One more thing, because we did favorite movie, favorite album.
Favorite album. Warm Up and Come Up being released on Friday Night Lights on streaming.
That's great. Yeah, that's
I
good.
mean, they're old albums, but to me, they were like all brand new again. It was amazing.
That's good. I think GNX is the best album that came out.
Oh yeah, Kendrick's album.
My favorite album that came out this year.
I know Absol came with the album, but I didn't really listen to it as much as I should have.
Even though Might Delete Later came out, I love Might Delete Later, but GNX.
And Tyler the Creator's album came out this year, which was really good.
Yeah, that was good. But GNX, man.
Did you see Tyler's remix that he did to
Hey Now?
Yeah, that was sick.
Ridiculous.
He's so good, dude.
Ridiculous.
I've been telling y'all about Tyler. You don't want to listen to me.
Yeah, he did a really good job. I mean, I think What's the Name was the best song that came out of this year. Man at the Garden. With Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to get like the best of before we got out of here.
Yeah, we should have talked about that before, so I could have sat down and made a list.
Oh, I was trying to like get it like a surprise thing.
Yeah, no, that's good though. I need more time to think about it because but yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. I'll tell you this: Chargers are in the playoffs, baby. Clinched a playoff spot. We're in the playoffs, so that's good.
You guys are gonna win. I keep telling you.
We demolished fucking the Patriots like 40-7.
Yeah, I keep telling you, man. You guys are gonna win.
Yeah, demolished them. We'll see.
You guys are gonna beat Josh Allen. Are they playing him for sure?
I don't know who we get for the first round. Let me see the playoffs real quick.
Yeah, you guys are gonna beat them, man.
Playoff.
I keep telling them. It's over with. It's over with.
NFL playoff.
You might have to put money on the Chargers to win the Super Bowl.
You think
see what the odds are?
I already did that at the beginning of the season.
What's the odds? What was the odds?
It was like
2,000?
plus 2,000 or something crazy. It just shows who got it, but let me see like who's playing who. Like the breaking playoff picture. I want to see like which like playoff tournament.
You just gotta look at the bracket, I think, because all the games are set for the playoffs, right?
Yeah, they haven't they know who's in it, but they haven't showed like who.
Oh, who's playing who?
Oh, it looks like we're getting. Oh, fuck.
Chiefs.
Playing the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh shoot!
I think that's what it's looking like.
Whole world.
Yeah.
All right, I was defending y'all with Josh Allen, but
Buffalo's
Lamar Jackson is too good, bro.
Yeah. And they beat. That's the game that I went to and we lost. So, but I will say this: when I was at the game, they're like, "We'll probably see him in the playoffs again," and we got him next time. And I'm like, "All right, cool." So, so hopefully. Either way, it's gonna be a tough one. So, and then if we win that, then we're gonna play Buffalo, and then if we beat Buffalo, then we might actually get a chance. We'll probably play Kansas City in the season in the semifinals.
Sheesh.
Should be crazy. There's a possibility, guys. There's a possibility the Chargers get far this time, but who knows? Whatever, we'll see. But yes, so that's it, guys. No UFC, nothing else going on. We get UFC coming back soon. The first fight of the year is Izzy versus some dude in Saudi Arabia. So that's cool. Free fight night, no pay-per-view. First time that Izzy's been on. It's in like January 16th or something like that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so that'd be cool. So yeah, that's gonna be cool. The playoffs are going on. Fucking NBA's popping. Anthony Edwards is the fucking man. Yeah, so it's good, guys. We got some good stuff. Last podcast of the year, though. I hope you guys enjoyed us this year. We're gonna keep upgrading, keep doing our thing.
This feels like a long one today, guys.
Yeah, but it was fun. We got to break down What If for you guys, Creature Commando. Oh, there was one more thing I wanted to do before we ended the podcast, and I was thinking it's a challenge. And I know we said we wouldn't do any more challenges, but I was thinking maybe just to end the year, we go out on a bang and we do something crazy.
What do you mean?
This right here
Nah.
was a gift that I was given.
Hell nah.
The bomb hot sauce.
We can say that for the first of the year. When I gotta be prepared.
You want to start off?
I'm about to go Uber.
Okay.
We can say that for the first. Let's save it for next week.
You guys want a cliffhanger? You guys want to watch the next episode? This is our cliffhanger right here. I got the bomb hot sauce next week for the first episode of the podcast.
No. Let's save this one. We gonna date this. Let's save it for.
I feel like we got to do it for the first episode of the year.
We can't because I go to Georgia. I fly out that night.
So we're not gonna eat a bunch. We're just gonna try it.
Dude, I'm gonna be dead on that plane.
We're just gonna try it. Yeah, what I was expecting. So even before this episode started, you realized I was like, oh, do you have water? Because I had this planned out. We were gonna drink it because I was like, well, try it, but you don't have enough water. That's not enough. And what I was thinking is just trying like a drop on like a chip.
Let's do it today. Let's go out in the day.
You want to?
Because next week I can't do it. I'm gonna be in Georgia next week, so I can't. I'm gonna be on a flight. So I can't sit there with this burning my tongue. Pause. And yeah, nah. Okay. Beyond insanity, this is crazy. We start. We're
not gonna do anything crazy.
We started with hot habanero peppers and blended them with smoky chipotle peppers and natural pepper extract to create a sauce that was lab tested at 135,600 Scoville units. Wicked beyond belief. Warning: this sauce is extremely hot. Keep out of reach of children. Consume one drop at a time with extreme caution.
Okay, I got some chips here for you.
That's freaking nuts, dude.
Okay. We're gonna do just a dab of dia. It says consume one drop at a time, right? So let's just put one, just a way to end the year, you know? I might even turn the lights up back over this one. Let's see if we can get them to stay on for a little bit.
For a little bit? Oh, man. Turn them down. That's probably the best option. Oh, I can't even think right now, bro. My freaking head. You guys know the last time we did this, we both almost pooped for 10 days.
Yours is done.
I'm done? I had like 20 gigs.
We'll see. Okay. So, last of the year, guys. Last episode of the year for the podcast. The bomb hot sauce. Okay. Go out on a bang. It's probably a dumb idea, but whatever. Oh my god. The way it just drips on there.
Bro.
I'm so scared. Okay.
That's it.
Oh my
god. Bro,
god.
you put 2. I'm not putting 2.
Okay.
You're crazy. I'm not putting 2, bro. You're crazy.
2 for you, baby. 2 for y'all. Ah! All right. Fuck.
1. Look at that baby drop. I know my mouth's
good.
about to be hot, dude.
Yeah. My mouth is already watering. My cheeks are tensing up. Okay. Let's do it. End of the year, guys. Above the Multiverse podcast. We love you guys. It's for y'all. Oh, it tastes so gross. Oh my god. It's like hot right away. Oh. Ooh. We love you guys. Thanks for watching. Oh, my eyes are burning. My throat hurts.
We do it for y'all, man.
I love you guys, though.
Why do I agree to this? My eyes are watering.
We'll probably do more next time.
No, we're not doing no more. This is it.
We love you guys. Thanks for watching the podcast. Until next time. Peace. Let me sell the chip. Here, you some of this water? Pour it in here. Look. This is a dumb idea. Wasn't that bad.
It wasn't as bad as the chip. But it was instant. The chip wasn't instant.
Oh, that was very instant. Oh, fuck, man.